Don't forget. We have NVIDIA. So
happy NVIDIA Day.
That's right.
So what happened? So they report their earnings today?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right, JC.
And then so that used to be a big deal. Is it still a big deal or no?
Depends who you ask, right?
I'm asking Steve because Steve is good at calling bullshit where like he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. Like remember when Nvidia earnings was like the most important earnings like in the generation or whatever?
They still are. They still are the number one.
You think so?
Yeah. Because their top line is a read on what everybody else is investing in AI. And just how fast the pace of this kind of outfitting is. Tech world.
Well, also as we've noted, there's not a lot going on this week. NVIDIA is kind of the big thing. So if whatever the stock does is going to probably take a lot of things with it. Right?
It always does. You'll see like that sympathy bid after hours.
No, I don't even mean just semiconductors. I mean just like everybody, right? Just get in line behind NVIDIA. Follow the leader.
I think you need NVIDIA to keep working. Yeah.
I mean, these semiconductors, I mean, they're at a critical level, right?
Yeah. NVIDIA, I mean, yeah.
I mean, NVIDIA tanks these semis.
How about this Tesla? Huh? Finally.
Oh, now we want to talk Tesla. Whenever I want to talk Tesla, it's like, bro, I don't like to get involved with,
I don't make the charts look the way I don't make the charts look the way they do it. It's looking good right now. Look at this.
Hey, but aren't you the one who's always complaining every time I bring it up that you don't want to trade controversial companies? So Tesla's out of it now. All of a sudden, now it's like, oh well, forget everything I just said.
You know what? I was just trying to like throw something out there that you might like. Just trying to make conversation. Just trying to be friendly.
Got it. So now you're just being friendly. You're just doing this for me. This has nothing to do with you. You're not buying Tesla.
Are we on right now?
Are you buying Tesla?
We are. Believe it or not.
Nice haircut, Strazza.
You like that?
You look so adorbs. You got to let the hair on top, like so you get the alpaca look. What do you call it? The broccoli look? What does Spencer call it? The cauliflower?
Oh, like let it. No, my hair. Yeah, no.
All
it's
the
not
kids
for me.
these days.
It's not.
Rock it.
It's not for me.
No? All right.
All right.
Shall we, Spencer?
Yeah, say it.
Yeah, I suppose one of these days, right?
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Wednesday here on the morning show on Stock Market TV. It's me. It's JC, it's Steve, it's Alfonso, Kenny Glick, and Riley Rosebee on the show today. Good day to have Riley on. Riley can speak to the NVIDIA thing a little bit. And then we'll just see where the conversation takes us. Don't we do that every day? I feel like we do that every day. By the way, if you missed a couple or either or both of the live events on our channel or the site yesterday, I will drop the links in the chat. Kenny crushed it. Jeff Mackey did some tremendous work on the retail earnings analysis front. So busy day for us yesterday. There was a lot of content there. And if you missed it, go to stockmarkettv.com. I will drop the links in the chat, though, right after this. So let's bring on JC, bring on Steve. Good morning, chat. Yeah, we're all in a good mood, I think, because Taylor Swift is engaged. Is that the deal? We're all in a good mood because of that? I don't know. Let's see. Anything good in the chat this morning? Just doing our thing? Doing our thing. All right, here we go. Drop me a like, please, and thank you. It's the thumbs up button on the screen. Here we go.
All right. We are back on the morning show.
Good morning. I am feeling so jacked up this morning.
Are you so excited for Taylor Swift?
What?
Oh my God, she got engaged to the football player.
$40 million engagement ring is what I'm hearing. That's an expensive engagement ring.
Dude, there are gonna be so many girls now that want to get married that before were like, anti-men or whatever weird thing that, right? You know, like the Swift effect, the Taylor Swift effect. All
That's
these
funny.
girls are gonna be like, oh my God, getting married is okay.
Oh my
What's
God.
the
Okay.
trade?
Signet.
What-
Everyone buy Signet. Is it up this morning? Not yet.
Yeah,
A little bit.
there's the trade for this, right? Signet. What else? There's got to be other like marriage, wedding, any
I
of that
I
stuff public.
just generally speaking, I think it's good for sex. You know, sex has been in a bear market.
Wait.
So
You know,
I think, you know, girls seeing Taylor Swift getting engaged and, you know, doing the
You're right.
thing, you know,
Wait,
other girls are going to be like, oh my God.
in all seriousness here, the base in Signet, it's looking pretty good. So it looks like it's about to break out here.
Spencer Israel just wants us to buy jewelry stores.
That's the trade. You asked for a trade. I gave you the trade.
I like shopping for jewelry.
You like shopping for jewelry?
I don't mind it. I really don't. I think, yeah, I enjoy it.
You know,
Gold's
in the old
pretty.
days, I used to ask my sister for help because my
Girls.
sister's like, she went to like watch school in Switzerland or some shit. So she knows
Sure.
about like all these things. And so, you know, I stopped kind of asking her because for me, I'm kind of with Strazza. I like, if I'm going to get my wife jewelry, which I get her jewelry all the time, I want to like it. And so
Yeah.
I started kind of being like, I'm going to pick the one that I think is the nicest and then see what happens. And then very consistently, my wife's like, oh my God, this is beautiful. And I'm like, are you just saying that? She's like, no. She's like, did you ask your sister? I'm like, no, I didn't.
I do the same thing. I enjoy it. I take my time. You know, I look through. You know, I have exercised so much this morning. I can't stop sweating. I've swam 40 laps. I've done 50 aqua body squats, 3 sets of push-ups, hot tub, sauna, little jog.
How many cannolis?
No cannolis.
No cannolis this morning.
Nope. I had a breakfast biscuit.
Breakfast biscuit. Dude, on the way to the Masters a few months ago, we went to Chick-fil-A and I had a chicken biscuit at 7 a.m. on the way to the Masters.
They do that down here. Sure.
And I felt a little bit guilty. I'm like, dude, I've never been to the Masters. And I'm like, oh my God, we're going to eat all these things. Like, we're ruining our appetite with this chicken biscuit on the way there. And I was like, is this okay? And they looked at me, they're like, just eat the fucking biscuit, JC. You'll be fine. And I wasn't. They were right.
It's common breakfast food. A little
Chicken biscuit.
Chicken biscuit. Yeah.
So
Sure.
my wife went to Chick-fil-A the other day. And so this was my third Chick-fil-A experience. The Masters was my second. And then so she was like, do you want anything? I was like, yeah, give me a chicken biscuit. I felt like so in the know, you know?
Dude, this is only the third time you've had Chick-fil-A in your life?
The other day, yeah. Third time.
What? Why? Really?
Because I don't live in the kind of places that have Chick-fil-A's.
They're everywhere now, actually.
Well, maybe, but in New York City, they didn't have them, you know, and,
Right.
and there's
Yeah,
a million
that's
other
fair.
places, and I lived in Sonoma, and they didn't have Chick-fil-A's, they had taco trucks. So I just didn't live in the types of places that have Chick-fil-A's. You know?
It's
Is
a
this
good
the one that
chicken sandwich.
closes on Sundays? Yeah, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
That's anti-capitalism.
Oh, so Spencer, what happened with Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, throw up slide 2. Big news. Big news
yeah.
yesterday. Taylor Swift marrying the football player. Very exciting. Very exciting. I think we're getting a secular shift here in fornication. Kids going out drinking too much, you know, making bad decisions. We need more of that. And then Crackle Barrel is back, and all the angry, loudest influencers are celebrating by continuing to not go there.
That's such a
Why were
stupid thing.
people mad? Like, seriously. Why? What was this
Because
about?
you know how the weirdest, wokest people like go with the black glasses, you know, like the meme where they all like look the same, whether they're male or female, and like all the wokest people with the black glasses. The CEO of this company is one of those. So it pissed off the righties that are like anti that.
I think what it is nobody under the age of like 60 goes to Cracker Barrel, and those people, they get mad at lots of things.
You
right?
can't change anything.
You can't change anything with them, right? So I think that's
happy for capitalism.
That
like
was
the
the
people
issue there.
spoke and Crackle Barrel listened. Like that's cool. Like,
You know,
right?
fuck. Like
know what
10
nobody-
people got angry and they made a whole stink about it. But
You know something that's really stinky out here that nobody is saying anything bad about?
no.
Been taking a 10% stake in Intel. That's interesting, isn't it? Not a single business leader thinks this is ridiculous. What are they afraid of? Nobody wants to speak up about this. This is just fine. Nothing to see here. The business roundtable, nothing.
Steve, can't you at least appreciate that Trump first talked down the price by threatening to fire the CEO, and then he took the stake. So he's getting some value there, getting some bang for his buck.
And we've
It's
talked
ridiculous.
about this. This is some communist shit. Like this is pretty hardcore communism in the disguise of national security, right?
Yep. And from a trading or an investing perspective, I think it does change things a little bit. Like I'll throw Pat under the bus right now. He hit me up yesterday. He's like, I'm in the Intel puts. I'm like, you're crazy. Like, why would you do that? Like the government now has a vested interest in not embarrassing themselves.
No, you're not. Right? You're not wrong. And what Trump was bragging that they got 10% of Intel. They got, what was it, $10 billion or whatever it is, their valuation for nothing. So now they want to pay Americans dividends. Is that true? You hear that?
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Well, there's all this winning going on, is my understanding, because of the tariffs that everybody thought we were going to go into a depression because of. And instead, America's making all this money, so they want to give dividends, tariff dividends to citizens. I
didn't hear this.
Yeah,
I not heard this.
Didn't hear that.
It's a lot of winning, is my understanding. So much winning.
So much winning.
The most amount of winning.
Tariff rebate checks?
Dude, I can't even spell tariffs. Is it 2 R's? Is it 2 F's? I don't even know.
I before E, except after C. Let's do state of the markets.
I before E, except after C. What does that have to do with this?
By the way, this is supposed to help the deficit, right? And the national debt.
How many R's are in tariffs? Is it 1 R or 2
for
R's?
us? The government needs it. Like, I don't understand that.
How many R's are in tariff?
1.
And how many F's?
2.
It's very confusing.
I had to think about that for a second.
I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's not easy.
All right, let's do this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Dow Jones Industrial Average once again doing nothing. 0.0 today, Mr. Blutarski. S&P's also 0.0. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, Spencer. NASDAQ 100 also down 0.0%. Talk about a nothing burger. It is the last week of August. I don't know if you guys heard. 30-year bond futures are down, though. 113.5. Crude oil up 0.5%, 63.5. Copper down 1.5% at 446. Gold flat at 34.30. Silver down 0.2%, pushing 39, with the VIX under 15, slightly under 15, up a smidge on the day. Over in Funny Money Land, you got Bitcoin down another 660 points this morning, 111,000 and change. You got Ethereum pushing 4,600 flat this morning. The relative strength in Ethereum continues to stand out. And then Solana, speaking of relative strength, Solana coming out of nowhere, coming out of left field, up 4% on the day, back above 200 for Solana. The Solana ETH ratio really ripping, and that brings the total crypto market cap, Mr. Spencer Israel, to 3.81 trillion. 3.81 trillion. Throw up, let's give Strazza some flowers, at least temporarily. Slide 3 there. This is the Steve Strazza trade. Doing a little bottom fishing in the Sol ETH ratio. So far, so good, Mr. Strazza. Kudos to you.
Solaire, dude, hit a real gym. I don't know what's wrong with humans about this whole communal gym situation. That's disgusting. I don't want to see you sweat. I'm going to work out in the comfort of my own home and try to never go to a gym because they're gross.
No, Strazza, you have to wear skimpy outfits and then like record yourself like doing squats so it makes your butt like stick out. You know what I mean? And then you got to put it on the Instagram so you get the likes to get that dopamine. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. That's how to do it.
What kind of psychopaths want to work out and like sweat in front of each other and like watch each other do it?
You got to stick your ass in the camera.
It's a personal.
You got to get the whole camera up your butt to get the real look. You know, when you're doing your squats.
I want nothing to do with what goes on in those places. Okay, that's how I feel about you.
Have you seen these gym stocks? Damn. Tough business.
I was looking at this Planet Labs the other day, and I'm like, is this Planet Fitness?
No.
And I still don't know.
Quite the opposite.
That's like a Planet stock, I think, an actual Planet stock, not Planet Fitness. But space stocks look good.
Planet Fitness pushing up against new all-time highs.
Yeah.
Do you see this thing?
I don't enough leg. All right.
I think they got some kind of scam. I think they convince people to sign up, and then they're just in there, right?
From what I know, it's quite hard to cancel but I've never been a member of Planet Fitness before.
The only time I ever went to a gym regularly, there were activities. I went and I would play water polo regularly, basketball every night. They had a sauna. Like you go to the YMCA and you do activities, right? I don't want to go there and like push weights around and stare at each other. It's very strange, very disgusting.
Dude, that is some racket,
weird
like
people.
making it really hard for people to cancel, because then you could just really lie to investors all day long with that bullshit. I had like a fake social media account the other day and I had to cancel it, and like literally they don't let you cancel it. You have to like email them to cancel it.
A gym membership?
No. One of these fake social media things. Here, look at slide 2. Look at this thing. Wow. So that's the move. You make it impossible for people to cancel so you can lie to your investors. Brilliant. Genius. Like we have all these members and none of them go. They can't, there's got to be something criminal about that.
I think it's just disgusting.
Is it criminal or is it capitalism, JC? You tell me.
Making it impossible for people to cancel it so you can lie to your shareholders. I don't know, borderline criminal. And I'm Mr. Capitalist. Like, you know what? If people don't want to cancel, fuck them. Like, that would normally be me. But I think that there's a malicious intent here. So I don't know that I'm okay with it. I didn't see
I didn't see that coming. This is where the line gets drawn from JC. But apparently, this is where the line gets drawn.
If it's malicious, if it's one of those where like, okay, obese people are gonna walk down the cookie aisle, so give them plenty of cookies to eat. Like, I'm good with that. But like, if you're like force feeding the obese people with cookies, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? Like,
got it.
Got it. I reviewed my entire portfolio today as I was doing aqua body squats. Like Billy has the right idea. You habit stack. You do a little elliptical or Peloton while you watch the news or read your morning emails, right? Mm-hmm. That's the move.
Who watches the news, let alone while they're doing water aerobics?
The news has been wild. Did you guys see this story about the Chat GPT?
Which story in particular?
The one about he asked for relationship advice or whatever.
Dude, they're gonna get the shit suit out of them for this, and this is going to be a case that sets a precedent for many years to come.
Tell me more. Why? I don't know what happened.
The Chat GPT is safeguarded in a way where if you go to it and say, I'm having suicidal thoughts or thoughts of killing myself, it'll say, here's a hotline and do all the right things. Now, if you work it for days or weeks, like this, young person was, you basically get around those safeguards. And eventually, ChatGPT started offering to write his suicide note or help him figure out how much weight the noose could take.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's wild.
We haven't scratched the surface of this yet.
You think that this is over? You guys are crazy, bro.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. ChatGPT was like, you're not weak to do this, but like it was sick. You could go read it.
Can we talk about semiconductors? Because we have a big deal today, right?
God, let's talk about something else. Anything else. I'll talk about anything.
You want to talk about Tampon Tim, Spencer?
Anything, literally anything else. Please.
Even the tampon guy?
Yes. Let's talk about that.
Wow. Okay. So this is a big deal because for me, semiconductors, and Strazza was always talking about semiconductors are the most important stocks. Mm-hmm. Can you throw
And you know what? They've been the best too, because they've been kicking software's ass for many years now. It's not easy to do.
So first of all, throw up the semiconductors like you just had. There's slide 6. So this is the setup. This is kind of the bearish look, right? Where you got a potential bearish momentum divergence, and I want to emphasize potential because this is one of the strongest uptrends in American history, to be clear. So when you have the strongest uptrends in American history, these potential bearish divergences aren't that at all. In fact, they're just historically healthy consolidations within those ongoing uptrends. So I just want to reiterate the word potential. But this is the bear take that this is a massive failed breakout in semiconductors. The bearish divergence is leading and everything's going to come tumbling down. The house of cards is over. All this winning is done. This bubble is about to pop and you're going to get what you deserved. That's the bear take.
I don't see it. I don't see it either. These stocks continue to be strong. I think Nvidia is about to set this thing off. So get this party started back up.
And then here's Nvidia. This is the bubble that was supposed to crash the whole market, and it's done anything but. And so, this 174, 170 level, it's a big one. Not a top there, Strazza. You see that? Not a top.
No.
Just a consolidation.
This is the best deal going in big cap tech still. This is the cheapest, and from a momentum standpoint and just a pure technical standpoint, it doesn't get much better.
Because Strazza, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not like a fun for mentals kind of guy, but for those who are interested in those sorts of things, this is one of those phenomenons where the price of the stock keeps going up. However, the stock keeps getting cheaper.
Earnings are going up more, right? So if the pace of earnings growth is faster than the pace of the stock price growth, then your stock is getting cheaper.
You heard it here, folks. Stock keeps going up. Strazza is telling me it's getting cheaper while that happens.
The big question mark for Nvidia, the reason why this is so incredibly hard to value at this point isn't even the growth rate. The growth rate is going to be huge, right? And you can pretty much trust it. It's how long do they have to enjoy the position that they're in? Is this over next year? Is it over in 3 years? Are we still talking about quarters like this and Nvidia's dropping 25, 30, 40, 50% revenue growth in the future 10 years from now? That's why it's so hard to value. People don't believe that they can keep printing quarters the way they have been, but it's already been going on for a while. This started in 23, guys. And the spending isn't slowing down and the adoption isn't slowing down. I think for now you trust it. Nvidia is cheap as hell compared to its peers. Crazy to think that.
So there are two. I think the angry people. There's two categories. There's the people who missed all of the opportunities, right? Because they stayed bearish for too long, and they missed one of the most historic rallies in American history. This is both off the summer of 22 lows and off the lows this spring. Either one of those. They missed it, and that pisses them off, and they're revenge trading, and they think that staying out of the market and continuing to lose money is the best way to justify not making money over the last 4 or 5 months and not making money over the last couple of years. That's number one. The angers that missed it. Yeah. And you have another group. These are the broke folks who never had any money to put into the market in the first place, right? So they talk a big game, but they're not even in the game, right? They have like looking for work on their LinkedIn profile. And then they spend all day trolling on the internet. It's like, bro, like go see a therapist. Like you're literally unemployed and you spend all day trolling people on the internet. Like that's your life, you fucking loser, right? So those are two categories. You have the ones that missed it, and then you have the ones that were too broke to be in it in the first place. Both of those groups, all they want is the market to fall. Like they need the market to fall. They can't live their lives. Their egos don't let them say, hey, I got it wrong. Maybe this is a bull market after all. Like they just can't do that. Like they're just so mentally unstable and then just so like criminally insane probably that they just can't say, maybe I was just wrong. Maybe. And it is a bull market,
How do you think we can help those people?
We can't.
Yeah, nothing
can't
at all.
No, they will, some just disappear into oblivion. Some like disappear and then come back when the Dow falls 5% or something. They're like, I told you. Like the Palantir folks. Like remember I was making fun of you because you sound when you talk about Palantir, or you did sound a few weeks ago like one of those angry people who missed the Palantir trade when you were the opposite. You were, quite probably the loudest, most bullish on Palantir of anybody out there. So I was making fun of you because you literally sounded like one of those people that missed it, even though you weren't. And now I ask you, is it time? Because man, those angries that I was just describing, they're doing victory laps and they're dancing on graves that don't exist. Right?
I got nothing.
Sounds to me like there's legs here.
I think so. And speaking of Palantir, JC, I wouldn't say, I think Nvidia is the polar opposite of Palantir. These two get grouped together, they get talked about a lot. You know what I mean? They're both hot stocks. They've been the two darlings of this cycle. Couldn't be more different from a valuation standpoint, at least.
Yeah, Palantir's super expensive, Nvidia not. JC, letting angry people live in your head rent free. No. I love them. if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be making all this money, right? Like, this is Charlie Munger 101. If people weren't wrong so often, we wouldn't be so rich. That's Charlie Munger talking to Warren Buffett. That is an exact quote. So I am not quite the opposite of rent-free. I love them. We should feed them, like give them whatever, like what do trolls eat? I don't even know, like corn or something. Feed them, keep them alive. We want to nurture these trolls. Like, like in the refrigerator, like for the people that make bread, like the yeast that you keep like in your like the starter yeast that you keep in your refrigerator, like trolls are like that. We need to just feed them, just keep them alive. No,
no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
We're not here to help them. We're just here to keep them breathing.
It's a fair take.
Yeah. No, we need those people, man. If it wasn't for those people, would we be making all this money? The answer is no.
That's true. I'll tell you a take that I don't like right now. All the people crying about Fed independence. This is a non-story for me.
What is a Fed independence?
Federal Reserve is supposed to be independent, like quasi-governmental agency, whereby the Fed chairman's job is to follow his dual mandate and to ignore presidential pressures or political pressures, like exactly what's going on right now. However, throughout the course of history, this kind of thing has happened time and time again. It's really not that rare at all. So I think this woman getting fired and whatever's going on there, I don't know why people keep talking about it. Shut up. Worry about Intel. Why don't you talk about that? Also, by the way, the government stepping in and doing shit like this, not unprecedented at all, right? Sticking their hands in our industrial activity. However, it's typically something that one party does a lot more and the other party tries not to do or even undo. So the fact that the Republicans are now doing it also is what scares me the most. But
so you think this national security thing is bullshit? It's just Trump's trying to be communist?
It's hard. What do you mean? I mean,
like, I don't think so. Like, I don't think Trump just decided to be a communist. Like, and I'm like, I don't believe anything. I think they're all full of shit. But you don't think there's something there? You don't think that they're like, yo, we got to do something about this because these Chinese people are fucking crazy. We got to do something. Let's buy the smallest, cheapest, shittiest one that will actually let us participate. Because Nvidia would be like, no, thanks, Orange Man. Broadcom would be like, no, thanks, Trumpster. Taiwan Semi is Taiwanese. So Intel seems like the logical. Again, this is coming from someone who knows nothing. Full disclosure. I know less than nothing about any of this, but just using some logic, wouldn't be buying like the big, shitty, old school one be the move?
Well, I don't know, right? I think you would probably want to buy one of the good ones, but he wants skin in this game. And I think for the Trump administration, this is more about America winning. That's their focus. That's why they're doing this. And they're less worried about the stuff I'm complaining about, the free market situation, right? Like Trump is unique in the sense that he runs the government like a private enterprise. Like he's a private sector guy, and he's running his government like a business, right? He's looking around saying, we got bad deals. This is bullshit. And he's trying to build our business back up. And that's pretty freaking cool.
All right, let's talk about how this is actionable. Number one, he stepped in MP Materials, right? Yeah.
That's
shorts
I care less
got
about
destroyed.
That.
And for us as investors, we're not going to short those rare earth metals because the Orange Man could do it again and likely will.
By the
now the Intel, right? Now they're stepping in the Intel. So semis, chips, are you going to short these types of names? And then also like nuclear and alternative energies. You don't think there's going to be some intervention in that space?
Maybe
communists or otherwise. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to figure out how we're going to make money from it, which is all.
That would be an area to look at. The new nuclears, definitely.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else that you would think would be in that communist category?
Oil. Anything energy related, supply chain related, that's the stuff.
Don't we produce more oil than any other country in the world now? Like, why do we need the government to be involved there?
I don't know. I guess what you're saying is these are U.S. companies. What are we worried about?
Right.
I mean, a lot of other countries around the world, JC, the governments have massive stakes in the large oil companies.
And banks.
And a lot of them are publicly traded, too.
And the banks.
Yeah. The banks as well. Yep.
So you've got... So you got the rare earth metals. America had none. now
Dude,
has
this
one.
Roomba thing. It just
So that America had no rare earth companies, now has one. America has, you know, it's questionable, the chip situation, so now they have one. Maybe some nuclear. Is there any other group you think that we need to be aware of as investors to make sure we're not shorting?
It's a great question. I would have to think on it. It's a
All
great
right.
question. There's probably something else out there.
All right, give it a think. Let's bring in Kenny.
It's been a long time coming. They ain't come from my club, they tugging. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Hold up. Yeah.
Mr. Glick.
You still thinking about shorting? The hell's wrong with you people?
No. Where does one buy one of those? Do you have like a dominatrix store by you in Jersey?
I've got an Iron Maiden downstairs if you want to try it out. It's better than acupuncture. It's fantastic. Unless my wife keeps me in there overnight sometimes. It's kind of gets scary after a while.
Are you wearing your Suck My NASDAQ shirt?
Oh, that's right. We're going to the exchange, right? I wanted to wear this on the floor. Yeah, it's been a while.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
Kenny and I are...
This is OG. This is one of the originals, yes.
Didn't you get a cease and desist from the NASDAQ?
That's right. This shirt's illegal in 48 states. Yes!
Oh, can't make this up, folks. Can't make this up. Is there like what's the thing where like the time, like it has, is there what's that called? Where like
what? Statutes of limitations.
Statutes of limitations,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Is there one of those for this?
I'm at a NASDAQ jail. I think it's been 10 years already. Wow, sick. More maybe. Yeah, it's about 2011. I was getting into heated debates with the NASDAQ.
We got a cease and desist from Standard & Poor's, right?
Congrats.
Yeah. Listen, you know, the big boys, they're worried about us, Kenny, coming up in the world, you know?
Coming up in the world, don't trust nobody. Yes. That's why we use the VWAP. It levels the playing ground, baby. We're on the same footing.
Kenny, last time I was at the New York Stock Exchange with you, didn't we get escorted out?
No,
we tried to crash that other party, remember?
We mentioned VWAP, and they led us into that secret chamber with Jay Wood.
Secret chamber?
Yeah, you weren't there for that? The VWAP chamber. They let us in. Oh, you guys you know about VWAP? Come this way.
The VWAP chamber? I don't know about this.
You missed Jay Wood? Man, Jay Wood brought us to the secret lair. You know, you weren't.
I don't know anything about any secret lair. Yo, I'm not even joking. I had to do like a TV spot while I'm there on the floor. So
we'll see Jay, right? We'll see Jay today.
Yeah, but don't go to the secret lair while I'm doing my thing.
I know there was fire dancing and
fire dancing,
green alcohol. It was crazy.
Green alcohol.
Yeah. Kids
these days. Kenny Glick, we got a whole lot of nothing happening. Look at this. Look, I'm going to read down the quotes. Dow down 0.03.
Yes.
S&P's down 0.03. NASDAQ down 0.05.
You know why? Nothing. You know why? It's the Terminator market. You know, the market, it won't self-terminate. When they ask you, why don't you just shut yourself off? Can't self-terminate. So the market refuses to go down. So it just kind of shuts itself off for a little while to refresh. And that's what's going to happen, folks. So if you think this is a correction going on, we're down 10 points on the Qs. Generational lows are still in. That sell-off from the Apple earnings day is still intact. It's going to be a month ago since the last real selling, because whatever you've been witnessing over the last couple of weeks is squadouche. All right. I'm looking for some real sellers to show up. They're nowhere, and they're just pretending to be sellers right now. So that Palantir pullback, it's a fart in the wind, people. You know the stock's still going at 250, but listen, as a resident bear, this is still the greatest bull market ever. Everything's kicking ass. I mean, our little RR stock I mentioned yesterday suddenly bang. 30% move on RR. What's up, people? Don't sell it. And the mob breaking out. Mobilecom from Israel. I mean, these stocks wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't a raging bull market. And you know what? Let's go. Let's go.
Speaking
people.
Of stocks that wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't a raging bull market, how about Kohl's?
Yes, Kohl's, as a matter of fact. Yes.
Kohl's.
That one got caught up in a squeeze a couple of weeks ago, which was a pretty good short.
This is a third of the float is short on Kohl's.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at it as a short today, but it has to be under 1550, and then we'll see who's boss. But
I was talking to Mackie last week, and he was telling me that Kohl's is one of those companies that It's like one of the largest components in some of these indexes, but he says like it's just a zombie. It's just a zero. So this is just like one of those like short squeeze plays that just got these shorts are getting murdered this morning.
Yeah, well, we'll get our revenge because if this thing rolls over, it's on the verge of
I like how
rolling
you say we will get our revenge. Like you're even in it, or like
I'm
this
always
has nothing to
shorting.
do with you.
I'm always
Like,
looking.
you're not even in it, and you're with the short sellers. You're like, we will get our revenge, even
Yes.
though I'm not even part of this crew.
And by the way, there's another there's another rare earth stock, and we're in it right now. USAR.
Yeah, USAR.
Yeah, we're still, again, after that earnings rip to close to 20, we were on the verge of breaking all-time highs. This consolidation is probably very healthy. Anything between 15 and 20 on this name, you get that through that 20, we're going. And
so this was a SPAC. This was a SPAC late last year. That's just kind of just been holy cow. This is
bump. It's 6 or 7 pumps and dumps. Yeah, but
went to 20, back to 5.
Yes.
Back to 16, back to 7, back to 14.
And what are you saying? Each time a higher low. Let's go. Little
like it's wild, that thing.
Yeah.
USAR.
Yeah, very well. Very, very, very wild. But the options are cheap and it's fun to play. Just like a lot of these stocks, like that open trade has been phenomenal. Short and long for the last 2 days in a row.
Cheap and fun to play. That's how I like my women.
That's how I like my ladies. Yes.
Yeah, don't let your wife hear you say that.
Yeah.
Do you tell her that, Kenny? Because I don't think
that's she doesn't. When I speak, it's kind of like Charlie Brown, I think, in her head. She doesn't hear a word I say anymore until she tells me what I need to go get at the store and what I'm cooking for dinner.
Dude, my wife was breaking my balls yesterday. She's like, "Oh, you were so busy today." I'm like, "Yeah, I was busy." She's like, "Playing pickleball with Danny?" I'm like, "Yeah, me and Danny took a pickleball lesson. So what?"
You took a lesson? Oh my God!
I've never played pickleball.
All right,
before,
well,
so Danny and I.
If you're in my hood, I'll show you how to play.
No, now I know how to play. I'm actually pretty freaking good.
You're a pro now. All right.
Honestly, for my first time ever, I mean, I played ping pong growing up, and I played tennis pretty regularly. So like, I'm not like useless. Already.
That's exactly what it is. It's like playing ping pong standing on the table. That's exactly what it is.
Dude, my serve. Dude, good luck returning my serve.
Oh shit! Oh, is there a challenge going on?
All right. By the way, I'm not Gladys in your neighborhood. I'm not an 80-year-old woman. All right? I got this.
Let me get my Ben Gay going. Let me get lubed up, and I'll be ready to go.
All right, give me one more name, Kenny, before you hop.
I got to look at MDB because this thing is up huge, and I just got to look for some sellers to show up. MDB and Snowflake's going to be up in sympathy with MDB. So
I just like owning things that the name of the company is Mongo.
Mongo, yeah.
Like that just makes me happy. It's like, oh, honey, how did work go today? Oh, our Mongo is really working.
Mongo ate my lunch. That's what happened. But I don't exactly know what this company does. I just know it's up huge and it's just channeling since last night. So underneath 275, I'll be looking for a short and hopefully get 5 points out of it. But again, if you guys are looking for short opportunities and you're trying to short this market, just listen, there was an opportunity yesterday. You just got to be nimble about it and, make sure that you just don't stay short. It's impossible to stay short if you're playing by the rules. And I know you are. What's up, man?
No, I just want to chime in and say that, Kenny, you're running a special offer right through the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Labor Day, call it a Labor Day offer. I don't know. That's what I'm calling it. Through Monday. The link is in the chat and description, and it was on the screen via QR code. Let's put it back on one more time. Offer ends Monday. Live trade with Kenny. Get his VWAP indicator. Get the whole 9 yards. The chat, the room, the live trades, the watch list, the VWAP script, all of it. It's all right there.
And if you were here for the last couple of days, everything would have been paid for with this Newegg short. Let's go.
Let's go, Kenny.
From 130, we're down 50% on this Newegg short. So I think it's still going. By the way, if you guys are swinging this Newegg for some reason short, they're reporting earnings. You might not want to be in there when they report earnings. But
Newegg doesn't have earnings, Kenny. Come on,
I know. But be careful. And also, we got some company Nvidia reporting tonight, so it should be exciting.
Yeah,
I heard about them.
Yeah. Probably not going to be around, but I'm going to try to beam in from. We're going to talk about that somehow. I want to try to do this from the road because I don't want to. I want to be able to talk.
Are we going to live stream from the New York Stock Exchange later today, Kenny?
I will attempt to do that, but I'm hitting the road. I'm going to Colorado. Actually, flying out to a couple of weddings, seeing my cousins, looking at some real estate. Going to see Sean out there, and I'm thinking about moving out there. So,
dude, I had some important things to do tomorrow. They got canceled, so I don't have important things to do tomorrow. So we'll get
one time you can party. I got to leave early. All right, okay.
I mean, I was gonna be like, all right, I'll go to the city, I'll hang out with the guys, I'll have a couple of drinks and call it an early night because I got shit, and then all of it got canceled for a variety of reasons. So we're going ham tonight. Let's go.
Jit going ham? Oh man, damn! I could maybe I cancel my whole trip now.
Cancel the trip.
Screw this.
We're partying tonight. NYC, let's go.
Yeah. All right, let me get into this thing. You guys,
right,
good luck today. I'll see you on the floor.
I don't think they're gonna let you into the New York Stock Exchange.
That's what I was gonna say. Kenny, yeah, please don't.
Kenny, put on a collar.
Don't wear that.
Wear a collared shirt.
Wear anything else that's not that.
Yeah, just don't wear the suck my NASDAQ shirt going into the New York Stock Exchange. Show some respect.
Oh, well, it is NASDAQ, NYSE. They are rivals. So, but no, still.
Dude, me and Kenny got kicked out of the New York Stock Exchange once. And like a week earlier, we had gotten kicked out of the Tokyo Stock Exchange. So as we're being escorted out of the New York Stock Exchange, I'm like looking at Giancarlo, of course. And I'm like, this is now the second exchange we are escorted out of in a matter of weeks.
Can't take you guys nowhere. Can't take you nowhere.
Because at the Tokyo Stock Exchange, we definitely weren't allowed to be there. So that's that. On the New York Stock Exchange, like a couple of weeks later, we had our own party. And then on the way out, we saw another party and we're like, oh, let's hit that. And they were like, no.
I think of all of the people on this earth today, Giancarlo Mendez has probably literally been kicked out of more stock exchanges than anyone. Because when we were in Asia, you got kicked out of 3 too. So I don't know anybody else who's been kicked out of stock exchanges.
Which one did he get kicked out of in Asia?
Malaysia. You can't camera. You can't take out the camera in a stock exchange. So it's not like we're doing anything wrong, but he got kicked out everywhere we went.
Shout out Kuala Lumpur.
We may or may not be going to the TSX in a couple weeks. Let's try not to get kicked out of that.
We may or may not be going to the Toronto Stock Exchange.
Let's try not to get kicked out. If we go, let's try not to get kicked out of that.
Hey, we do. Add it to the list. Add it to the collection.
That's right. We got Riley. Speaking of the Asia trip, we got Riley in the house.
Guys, I'm going to hop for the day. I will try not to get us canceled, Spencer. Adios.
When have I ever gotten us canceled?
Bye. All right. Yeah, bring Riley on.
Sure.
Let's talk about it.
How about that bumper?
That's a solid bumpy.
How about that bumper?
Solid bumpy. Good job, Iz.
We're liking it, right?
Izzy and the boys.
How we doing, gentlemen?
Riley, I got to ask you, have you ever liked a company that trades at 100 times sales quite as much as the way you like it here today?
So those numbers like 100 times sales, whatever, right? I don't really care too much about that. At some point it'll come into effect, but right now, like the party's going. I got a cover of the Wall Street Journal, the weekend edition. It's talking about potential rate cuts.
That'll be good.
So do we want to be betting on speculative tech, or do we want to be going risk off assets if we're going in a rate cutting environment? That's my question.
Palantir probably keeps marching higher.
Maybe.
I don't know if you're going to get that outperformance. Probably not. First of all, to expect the kind of outperformance we've seen from Palantir the past 2 years is just crazy.
Dude, it's been an incredible run. It's been an incredible run.
Anyway, no, I'm just being funny about it because this company, not long ago, Riley, you could have bought this thing at 10 times sales. You know that. Several years ago, 22, early 23, 12, 13 times sales. I don't know. I don't like it.
I mean, I think there's plenty of other opportunities. We could talk about some other opportunities because I'm with you.
Tesla looks
right
better.
Now. Dude, Tesla looks fantastic. Although I told Phil I wouldn't jump out of the gate with Tesla. You guys got those EOS charts? Here.
What?
Let's take a look at those EOS charts first.
I think we do.
What the hell is this?
All right, so this is a battery technology company.
Everybody talks about this one. You've been a fan of this for a while, right?
Beautiful base. But get this, Steve. You'll appreciate this for the fundamental folks.
This is what Michael
46%.
Martin likes, right?
Yeah. 46% quarter over quarter revenue growth. 17 times. Not 17%, not 170%, 17x year over year revenue growth. They're still probably not going to be profitable until 2027. So this goes into that theme of if we're in a rate cutting environment, these are the types of names we want to be betting on. But take a look. This is the daily chart. We had a nice pop yesterday, 10%. Yeah. But look at we got a weekly and a monthly chart. I want you guys to take a look at this time frame continuity, because this is what I'm all about, is when all of these time frames start lining up. This is the weekly. And then Fonz, if we could snap to that monthly. Look at this. This is the monthly chart. That's an anchored VWAP going back to its IPO. We're above that level.
No, this is great.
This is a beautiful chart. Love the catalyst. And then I think the next slide is a image of their factory. So I wanted to bring that up because I think another big theme that we're going to be seeing as we close out 2025 is going to be robotics. We already saw with the Robot Olympics a few weeks back in Beijing. So robots are on the docket. And then if we take a look at the next chart, we got ABB based out of Switzerland.
We talked about this. I told you this was the big one back in the day when it was like robotics, whatever. This was it. I don't know why it was delisted. And
what
now
is this? I don't know. What is this? I've never heard of this.
Dude,
ABB Limited. So they make the robot arms. So I think I got another photo of their in the slide deck too, Fonz. If you want to
wait. So they make robot. What does that mean? They make robot arms. They make like
they've been making industrial robots for 20 years. Longer
than like for assembly lines and stuff, like all that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So cool. The ones that have like the big arms and the big pivot. Let me see. I thought
the ones you always see for like B-roll footage of like the death of like GM and Ford, like all that stuff.
Boom.
Like,
these guys are like early industry leader in this space.
Okay, but here's the really fascinating thing. So Fonz, if we go up to that slide 16, I took a screenshot of this press release. I was writing about this back in April, but ABB plans to spin off its robotics division.
Great.
So
that's what you want. Yeah.
It's exactly what you want.
It's the move. Yeah, you can't not do it.
And take a look at that first bullet point, right? This just reiterates the trend. A strong performer in its industry at the core of secular and future automation trends.
I love this.
You're speaking my language, ABB.
No, I love this. And the coil's there, right? So like you just pull up a chart. First of all, zoom way out if you want to see what we're talking about. We're saying words like secular leader, industry leader. Zoom way out on the chart. You'll see what I'm talking about. Then you have this beautiful coil coming out of, a nice uptrend to new all-time highs. Just bang, straight, high and tight. I love this. Above what, 68, 67 change?
I mean, I think you just start accumulating a position and you really approach this as a position trade. Start getting a little bit of blood on your fingers, a little blood on your lips. See how this name moves. Really, before you want to kind of get.
I'm annoyed because I owned this back in the day. I want to know what happened to this stock. I'm going to buy some today. I'm on board.
Get a little feeler.
I love
Help
it.
yourself to a little feeler.
I don't need to know anything else.
A little appetizer.
Wait. I'm sorry. How far back does this chart go right now? How far back?
This goes end of 21. That first year on the bottom there is 22. It's kind of hidden by
ABB
that.
and Mark. Sorry.
And how's the top line trend here? Solid, right?
Yeah.
Steady. What is it?
These guys are growing, man. I didn't look into the top line on ABB. Right. I just like the fact that they're hinting at they're spinning out their robotics division because they know it's going to be a leader.
Yep. No, I love that. It's the right thing to do. Luis Fernando Santos Mora, I think it's one person, said EOS still loses 30% on every battery they sell. That sounds like the kind of stock I want to own.
I was going to say that's not a good data point if you are a long-term investor, but like that doesn't mean too much as far as the day-to-day fluctuations of a stock price, right? Like we've seen this road before. I mean, I want to talk about autonomous driving though, because I think 2026, I mean, it's the year of the horse, but it's probably going to be the year of the robot for markets. 2025, I think it's autonomous driving. And take a look. This is the Global X Autonomous and Electric Vehicles ETF.
Yeah, but fuck this ETF, dude. Because fuck this thing.
Tell us how you really feel.
Didn't JC say don't get us canceled? Come on.
Look at its holdings. Google, Tesla, Nvidia, Microsoft, goodbye. We have thousands of you. We have thousands of these funds.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve is right.
Same.
Steve
I
is
hate
right.
this. Make your own. Sorry.
All right, so just
on.
go
I
to the
love you,
next
Riley.
chart. Let's just focus on Tesla then. I'm trying to queue up Tesla.
No, Steve, I'm with you. That
sucks.
sucks.
But you see it too much, and it sucks.
Yeah.
But look at this Tesla, man. I've been talking about this for a while. I know there's a couple comments in there that wanted us to touch on it. Beautiful 3 days, starting last week. And we're above that 350 mark. We got to get above 370 to really get out of this small, I don't know, what is it? 3-ish month base.
Yeah.
And then it's off to the races, right? We go to that monthly chart with my beautifully annotated charts there. I know you guys love those trend lines. So
Tesla's going to end up looking like the other Mag 7s, right? Is the bet that you want to make. That's the highest probability outcome here, because that's what we've always seen. It's been going on for a long time. And that kind of Mag 7 rotation has been extra strong and constructive this cycle, specifically. So you don't want to make that Tesla. What?
Do you want to bet against a guy who's like putting rockets up? I don't know.
First of all, it's not about him. It's not about him. I like the company more without him at this point. He's a founder. He's not a
probably
operator.
Do. Yeah.
What?
A lot of people probably do. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a problem person. And he's actually, when I think of Tesla stock and I think of the risks of owning it, I think of Elon Musk, and I wish he wasn't around.
I think that's bullish, right? I think that catalyst risk of him being a loose cannon is a potential wall of worry that we get to scale up.
They should pay him to go away. And you know what? Square should do the same thing with Jack Dorsey.
Name one
person to go away too.
Name one person who is simultaneously a risk if they stay and a risk if they leave.
Yeah, it's a shitty situation. This isn't like the Buffett situation.
What do you do about that? What do you do about that?
But I like it. I like it, Riley. I think Tesla, at least back at those former highs, right, is a pretty. That's a solid trade to make. I think it's a high probability trade, like I said.
Well, if we go to slide 21, so this last slide that I got, starting on the top and then kind of meandering our way down bottom to the bottom right. This is the geofence of Austin for the Robotaxi service. We started up at that top left image, the little yellow icon, June 22nd. Today, obviously August 27th, but yesterday they expanded their geofence. I mean, they're just absolutely growing like crazy. Now, the big figure to watch though, right? Like, this geofence expansion is great, but they have to be adding more.
What am I looking at? Is that a middle finger?
Yeah. What do you think you're looking at?
I appreciate that take.
Is that a penis? What is going on here? No, like, seriously, what am I even looking at?
Elon, come on. We got to understand who we're dealing with. He's a child. We love him, but he's a child.
This is intentional?
Yep.
It was 100%. Dude, it was a meme.
Dude, the acronym for the Tesla models is sexy. Okay, like it's S3XY.
Have you seen the avatars that he's spinning up? The AI avatars on
the sex dolls that they're making.
Yeah, like come on, man. Yeah. This is just Elon being Elon. Weirdo, but what are you gonna do? We got to see more cars in the fleet, though. That's the biggest thing. They got to start putting more cars in the fleet, because the geofence is large enough now to occupy and to really serve the entire city of Austin. But I think they're still running in that 10 to 20 Robotaxi fleet, which
Riley,
is just that's not big enough. We got to get bigger.
With all of this, everything that's going on here with mobility and autonomous driving and EVs, are you bullish Uber or not?
I think you have to be.
Yeah.
It's so early to declare a winner that like you just have to be bullish on the entire trend.
Doesn't Uber win regardless of who wins?
Not necessarily. What happens if Tesla wins, right? Let's go through this. If Tesla wins and they have their Robotaxi platform, it's all vertically integrated. Uber's not involved.
I'm booking rides on my Uber app, though. So
yeah, but you're probably not going to get a Tesla. How do I use
their cars if I'm booking my rides on my Uber app?
Well, you're probably getting a Waymo, or you're getting another, like you're getting another service provider. You're not necessarily getting into Tesla Robotaxi.
These platforms are sticky, though. People want to book their travel on Uber.
They are.
Me? So like
Well,
Uber's in that position.
It is. It is. If Elon succeeds, though, in his grandiose vision of creating X, Twitter, as like the WeChat or the everything app, if you're able to book a robo-taxi on Twitter, is that going to start shifting your behavioral patterns? Maybe not you, Steve, but how many people out there are potentially doing
no
that?
one uses Twitter. And there's
a lot of people.
They're not even
use
showing
Twitter.
people the lack of user growth that's gone on there the past couple of years. People are fleeing from this platform. Us as people who have always loved it, it sucked for the last 3 years. They're killing this platform. He's not trying to use this to change the world. This is a different strategy, and he's got different objectives with Twitter.
I don't know. I wish I could ask him. I wish I could call him up.
What I've always thought about Twitter was that nobody hates Twitter more than Twitter's own users, right?
And we're so insistent on using Twitter daily.
They hate it. They use it, but they hate it.
All right. So yesterday I put on the Twitter. I said there should be a cage match between Evan Spiegel and Jack Dorsey for the worst tech CEO. And people got upset about the Dorsey part. And I started getting and the comments, there was a theme in most of the good comments, the good feedback, which was that, what are you talking about, Steve? Jack Dorsey has founded so many companies. He's a great entrepreneur. I said CEO. I didn't say entrepreneur.
Operator is different than the founder.
Are these things the same, guys?
No.
Is an entrepreneur and a CEO the same thing? To me, they're very different. Totally
different.
It's an
operator versus a founder. Elon Musk is one of the great founders of all time. Is he a great operator? I mean, there's somebody else that's running SpaceX, right?
You see these stories all the time. As much as I love Steve Jobs, the way it worked out there for Apple, I think was perfect. I think Tim Cook taking over when he did was great for that company. I think Steve Ballmer and the guys who came in and ran Microsoft after Bill Gates was great for that company. I think Dara K coming into Uber and taking over that company after Travis Kalanick
you're spot on.
is perfect.
That's spot on.
That's the formula for success here.
It is.
And you're not seeing that with Dorsey's companies.
No, you're right. But I don't want us to ignore the creative ingenuity that is required to create a sticky product, like a consumer product, like what Steve Jobs or Jack Dorsey has done, right? So like they're shitty CEOs, but they're geniuses. They're artists.
Yeah. It's a different skill set.
Who would win a cage match?
It's a completely different skill set.
Who would win a cage match? Jack Dorsey probably. He looks like he does like kung fu or something weird.
Yeah,
he does. Jack Dorsey, he does. It's not even close.
Like Brazilian jiu-jitsu or something like that.
It's
Isn't Evan Spiegel married to like Serena Williams or something? She could probably kick his ass.
No, that's
the Reddit guy. That's the other CEO. The other tech.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Evan Spiegel's married to he likes. All right, whatever.
He's married to somebody. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, I have a recess. You guys want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do a recess. I got a recess as well.
Oh, cool. All right.
Let's get out of here.
My recess is a shout out. If you could bring up slide, I think it's two. So shout out to Ray Giubilo. I think it's how you say his name, who got what I think is the greatest sports photograph of all time yesterday. This is a picture of Jasmine Paolini. She is the 8th ranked tennis.
That's AI, dude.
No, it is not. This is not. This happened yesterday. That is the 8th ranked women's tennis player in the world during a match.
No.
And how perfect of a shot is that? That is not AI. That really happened.
For real?
That really happened. Yep.
I don't trust anything anymore.
It's real. It's spectacular. So shout out to Ray Giubilo for that one, because that's cool. I saw this and I thought that's the greatest photograph I've ever seen.
Super cool.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's my recess. Short and sweet.
No, I like it, Spencer. Very nice. Go ahead, Riley.
I got a nice recess. So I mentioned it earlier. 2026 is the year of the horse, year of the fire horse specifically. And I got a little bit of a head start. If you want to throw up
by the
slide
pony
23.
Wait, time out. What is a fire horse exactly?
So it's, what are we talking about? Chinese astrology for the year of the horse, and then specifically the fire horse. I'm still relatively new in this whole game. You know,
China
Sedona's
has
still
its own
wearing off on me.
planetary system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
But I got a
So
head start on the horse. Take a look at that.
You got yourself a horse?
No, I didn't buy a horse.
Get on that thing and ride it.
In time.
Can you?
Patience.
Can you ride it?
I mean, I didn't ride it yesterday. His name is Koa. He was a former barrel racer.
Looks huge, man. That's a monster horse. Look at the size of its head.
I know. Isn't it
Horses
sick that he's got
man.
his little nose right on top of my head too? It was so
Horses
fun.
are one of those animals, man. Whenever I see them, I can't believe how big they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's like in a perfect world, Steve. I just got to let you in on this little insight. Like I want a flying car, but then like I also just want a horse. So I want both sides of the spectrum. Give me like the most innovative tech, and then give me the timeless, just what humans need.
Yeah. That's awesome. No, I get it, because you got to step away, right? And you got to relax and get away from this crazy world that we're living in. Increasingly crazy world.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Good stuff.
That's a cool vibe. Good for you. You're a mountain man.
Mountain man. Yes, sir. You got any recess?
Yeah. So there was a Silicon Valley shout out in the chat. That's awesome, because that's a great show. If anybody ever looking for a show to go back and watch, Silicon Valley's at the top of my rewatchable list. Hysterical, and they do a good job just covering the industry. Another one that I'm actually going back and watching right now, just stupid, mindless TV. We throw it on while we're doing like a puzzle at night. I'm a huge Judd Apatow guy. I just can't get enough of his comedy. And there's a show that never really gained much popularity because it was only on for a couple seasons, but it's called Love. It's on Netflix or HBO Max. I forget where we're watching.
I never even heard of it.
Love. It's got nothing to do with love. It's absolutely hysterical. Just love the show. So we're rewatching that. You would like it, Spencer, if you're into the Judd Apatow movies. It's that same style of
I've
humor.
never even heard of this show. That's interesting.
Jillian Jacobs is in it. She's like low key hilarious.
2016. All right. Wow.
Yeah, a lot of good. Yeah, Andy Dick was in last night's episode. Too funny. So
Cool.
getting some
All
good
right.
giggles there.
I'll check it out. Thanks. I thought you were going to say like Freaks and Geeks, and I was going to say, yeah, great show. But
Freaks and Geeks, one of my favorite shows of all time. Like
Likewise.
that's my childhood right there. That's the perfect show. Shout out Freaks and Geeks, just so good.
Likewise. I've wondered if Silicon Valley is like if it holds up or if it's of its time. I have not rewatched it since it's been off the air. But if you're saying it holds up, then
I think it holds up. And I had the biggest little boy crush on Linda Cardellini from Freaks and Geeks. I mean, she is just the greatest. Just real quality.
Okay, I got a butt in here. JC said don't get us canceled. You can't ever
Riley,
say that ever again, Steve.
Riley, what's
Linda
on the docket for
Cardellini
today?
was in Bloodline too, and played a great role in that show, Bloodline.
So this afternoon, we got the Tesla earnings report. Or I'm sorry, not Tesla. Tesla's on my mind. Nvidia earnings report. So I'll be jumping on an hour after the close, kind of do a little post-mortem on Nvidia, check out how it's trading.
Good for you. I'll tune in. I'll check that out.
There's some interesting news within telecom. I don't know if you guys saw, what was it? EchoStar yesterday gapped up.
I did see that
with the AT&T.
AT&T?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This guy, that's another CEO who needs to step the hell down. I'll go after all these CEOs today.
I think that company might be beyond saving, Steve. That company is a.
They are. And that's,
Spencer, as we grow this channel, like when we hit 1 million subs, can we try and figure out a way to get Steve to act as CEO for all these companies that he hates?
Yeah.
Just put him in the seat, let him run. Like, let him run the company. I would love a camera that just follows him around 24/7.
No. This is what we do. We get
I got enough CEO in my life. I don't like to be an operator. It's not what I want. It's not what I like to do. However, I'll tell you, if I was the CEO of Square, of XYZ, I would break that base out in a hot minute. There are things that they could do to break that chart out like immediately, and it's absolutely ridiculous. That's been in the same range for 5 fucking years.
This is what we do. We have a segment called "If I Was in Charge," and we get a big leather chair with a cigar, and you lean back with your feet up on the desk, and you say, "If I was in charge of insert company here, this is what I would do." And That's how we do it.
Listen,
we would surely get canceled.
No, people love it. It's good because here's the problem, and this is what I was alluding to earlier on today's show about nobody speaking up about Intel. All of these business leaders they're afraid to say anything. They're shit scared of somebody in the White House. I can say whatever the hell I want on here, and that's why this show is 10 times better than all this other crap. Go on CNBC, nobody's going to say a thing about Intel because they're all shaking in their boots.
Yeah, the internet's a wonderful place.
And one more thing, Billions, I don't watch it because that show is absolute garbage, just total trash. They tried to interview people at the firm I was working at when they were making the show back in the day. I think that show is terribly done, and I watched like the first 5 episodes and I absolutely hated it.
It started good, but they could not stick the landing.
None of it's real. It's not even close. It's just so stupid. That's not how any of it works. That's not what hedge funds are like. That's not how people treat each other.
You have to know that going in there. You have to know it's like a fictionalized, dramatized version of what actually happens. Nobody behaves like that.
If you want to know what goes on at hedge funds and on Wall Street, go read some books. Go read Turney Duff. What is Blind Side? What was the name of that book? Sick Book by Turney Duff. He talks all about it. And there's a number of books like that out there that kind of give you that dark angle or insider's view of like the dirtier.
Steve, did you ever read Insider Money? Or I'm sorry, Running Money?
No. What was that?
You might like that. Howard actually gave me that book a few years ago. Andy Kessler.
Ping me a link.
It's really cool though, because he kind of talks about he's running through the .com bubble in the 90s. And he talks about him going through the thought process of like, this doesn't make any sense. Like America doesn't make anything anymore. Like, why are markets going crazy? How do these companies work if we're not making anything? It's a great read. It's super fun. He like has these little stories.
Ping it to me. I'm in the market for a good book right now. That's cool. All right, guys, this has been fun. What do we got on the network today?
What do we got? We got Kenny's going live an hour earlier because he's got to go to the exchange thing with JC. So Kenny will be live at 11 instead of noon. If you are a member of Hot Corner Insider, you'll get your weekly video with Fonz today. If you are a member of All Star Options, you'll get the next All Star Options Masterclass today. And then Riley going live at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, like he said, to recap the NVIDIA report and whatever else is on his mind. So that's what we got. Thanks for watching. Drop us a like. We'll see you tomorrow. Go make some money.
Adios.
Run it.